Episode 19.
First episode for 2019.
The Push. I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood.
Yeah, first one for 2019.
Yeah, that's right. So what is it today? 10th.
What is it today?
7th.
7th. I've just come back from holiday, so I don't even know what day it is.
Yes, it's Monday.
Is it
the
Monday?
7th.
Monday. I know it's Monday because it was chest day. I'm going to try and check. Where were you this morning? You're training with Marcelo.
Yeah, we trained at 6, bro.
Fuck that shit.
You need to you do your cardio.
I do.
first,
I got my program, which is I didn't have when I was on holidays, and consequently I went fucking mental.
Did Maria write it for you?
Maria.
No. So no. What do you mean you went mental? You didn't have your program. What do you mean?
My program of
Your ritual.
cold shower in the morning,
Ritual.
out under the sky,
Yeah,
under
the
the
ocean,
stars.
didn't you?
Yeah, so I did that, but it was just like so I had to have a cold shower in the hotel room, which if you know, in North Queensland doesn't actually have cold water. So
Right.
cold water
It's warm.
is warm.
Yeah.
So it's like having a golden shower. Not that
Have you ever had a golden
I
shower?
wouldn't know.
Have you ever had a
I'm
golden
not
shower?
talking about that. I'm not doing that.
How many people have you pissed on?
All right, can we... right, first thing, right into 2019.
You brought it up.
I just said apparently it would be like I imagine the temperature was pretty similar.
Sure, if we rewind, you said it is like having a golden shower.
So that aside, so I had my shower,
Yeah.
and so I was like resentful about that, and
Yes,
then
of course. You had your golden shower, it was warm and you didn't really like it. It's
oh,
not the same effect as a cold shower, is it?
no.
Although I heard Joe Rogan say that if you piss on your feet, you don't get tinea in your feet.
Well, Gabriella's dad told her that if you want to look after your teeth, you should gargle some of your own urine
Oh my
or
God.
someone else's.
Has she been doing it?
She did when she was a kid. She's never been to the dentist, and she actually has.
Really good teeth?
She's got rabbit teeth, but like they're like there's hardly any holes in them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, apparently a morning piss on your feet
Someone.
while your urea is high because you've been sleeping.
Ugh.
Then you
If you're gonna do that,
you don't get tinea or foot shit happening.
If you're gonna do any of
Fungus.
that stuff, my suggestion would be to be very hydrated. If you were gonna do that sort of thing, I'm not condoning.
Yeah. Oh, look, I don't piss on myself, nor do I drink my own piss or gargle it for my teeth. But Rogan admitted that he had actually drunk his own piss to try it a couple of times.
I think he was wasn't he like
He
doing
didn't-
some sort of?
He didn't specify when it had happened. He's probably talked about it another time, but
It was when he was hunting. I don't think he was at a party or anything.
no, I think it was. Yeah, okay.
So back to my program. So I had the shower, and then I go for an amazing walk down to the beach, and literally on Magnetic Island, there's no one there. Like it's amazing. I just felt out. By the second week, I was just out of sorts.
But that wasn't adequate.
No.
Shower followed by a walk on the beach. Did
not
you
the
then jump in the ocean after that?
Yeah.
And then what's the temperature of the ocean there?
Same,
Warm,
warm.
like Thailand.
Yeah, like time. It's like swimming in soup,
Yeah.
except the stingers that will kill you.
Yes.
So I just out
Will
of
they
my
actually
routine.
kill you, or they just?
Oh
bring
no,
you?
the box jellyfish and the irukandji will kill you. Will fuck you up.
okay. Well, that's a bit of a risk. You don't really need.
Oh,
to
there's
take.
you can go
there's
swimming.
areas.
There's nets.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much everything in North Queensland will kill you.
Yeah.
Snakes, crocodiles, box jellyfish,
And Steve Curran.
the women. on another note, because there's and this is really sexist, and I apologise in advance to any of the strong independent females watching or listening.
What the fuck is this?
It's girl power,
Black power.
tan power, melanotan
Blue
power.
power.
So there's a thing called a Townsville 10.
Right. Is that like a Sydney 6 or something?
I'd say 2.
Okay.
Because in Townsville, there's like literally, because the army base, there's literally 5 guys to every girl.
Right.
So you've got these guys, and all the guys are in the army, and they're all juiced up, and they're all trained, they're all in good shape, and very fit. And then you've got these girls that are punching way above their head, way above their weight class.
Yes.
Big,
Shagging all these army boys.
fit army guys. And there seems to be a correlation between the size of the girl and the colour of their hair.
Oh, really?
Like the bigger they get, the more times they have to colour their hair.
Right.
You haven't seen that?
Colour,
From me?
colour
Go out
or
west.
blonde or what?
No, like red, pink, blue, orange.
Oh, there's all different colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed a bit of a fad of that around where I live, but that's normally the big lesbian
Oh, that's
girls.
that's a different thing. I don't think they're
They
trying
go
to.
colour. They go colour
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah. I think with the North Queensland, the Townsville girls, it's more they're trying to distract from the
The bulk.
the girth.
Yes.
And
yeah, I know. Anyway.
that's why I'm wearing beads today, because I'm trying to. Do you get that when you come back from Thailand? You want to feel like you're still in Thailand.
Yeah.
Stay tropical.
Keep wearing the sarong around the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that your shirt as well? This like sort of
No, this is.
summery shirt.
I've got.
It's
new,
actually a fine yellow and white check.
yeah.
Check.
It's just
very fine
and very unironed.
Millimeter wide check.
Did you have a good New Year's?
Yeah, I had a quiet New Year's. I was awake till midnight, but
Did you?
had a couple of beers.
Really?
That's it though.
I was in bed by 10, I think.
Yeah.
We went and saw.
But I did get up at 6 and I went and trained at 7 on New Year's Day
Good
at
man.
Bondi.
Yeah.
Bondi Outdoors.
Oh, I saw the post.
Yeah, it was a good session, man. It was about an hour, 50 minutes. Me
Yeah.
and Marcelo. 6 sets overhand chins,
Yeah.
6 sets of dips, and 6 sets of underhand bicep chins, all to failure.
Yeah, right. That's great.
Yeah, it was really good.
I had the foresight to buy a pass at World Gym in Townsville, which is 24 hours. So on New Year's Day, got there a bit later.
Get
About
like a couple of weeks worth.
yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I was squatting 180 for
I
reps,
saw your videos.
and then 140 for 15. So yeah, running at the bar like a madman.
Yeah, were people watching?
There's hardly anyone there. There's like 3 people there.
Right.
Although there's one real jackpot girl that was like, she had a pierced nose, a couple of tats, and tall, like about the same height as me, about 5'10", 5'11", and just like amazing body. And she was just training like a warrior, doing all this functional stuff, like picking up a medicine ball, throwing it over her head, and then turning around and throwing it back, then doing like a set of lunges and then a squat. I was well impressed. She actually got a flight home on the same flight as us.
Home to here, to Sydney.
Not to my place, but
Not to the push
to the studios. Yeah,
no.
yeah.
But to Sydney.
Yeah, we did. We didn't. Gabriella didn't notice it because she was too busy screaming at me.
At the gym
That's
as well.
a different story. Oh no, on the plane.
Oh yeah. Half of the course.
Yeah, like so we were in. I was in bed early because 10 o'clock. We watched the fireworks in Townsville. The kids' fireworks at 9 o'clock.
Any good?
Crap. Thanks. What do you got?
Couple of sparklers.
Couple of sparklers. And guy flicking matches. Flicking matches.
He was riding like cock in the sky with a sparkler.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Or maybe
I was
not.
trying to. I don't know. I can't lip read.
No, with a sparkler, you know. You
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With it.
Our friend Maddie said to me that text me saying New Year's Eve is not a thing. It's time is a construct, and was quite dismissive of the whole thing.
Yeah. Well,
What's your opinion?
well, it is. She's right.
Yes. I did get. Were you? Did you get a bit over all the New Year, New Me posts?
Oh, I didn't even read them.
What I found is I feel like the more you posted about your year of growth that you had in 2018 and how fantastic it is and how well you did and how you're going to keep the actual more shit your year really was in reality. Don't you think?
I started, man. Those stupid Christmas or New Year things that say you must pass this on.
Oh, fuck that shit. Any automated messages like where you those sort of like
Chain letter things.
Fuck, I ain't having that.
No.
I never pass them on.
No, I don't either. They
If you
die.
can't-
They die at my. They reach.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end,
That's,
and that's it.
because if you're like sending me a personal message,
Yeah, exactly.
then
I sent a funny clip of this Indian guy dressed up as a Christmas tree singing, saying
yeah, but that was
"Merry motherfucking Christmas" or something.
yeah, but I got it 4 times prior to that,
Right.
So I didn't even bother.
That's fine. I don't care. That's the only thing I sing out because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I sent it to the people who I thought would think it was funny.
I didn't watch it. Actually didn't watch because I got it from 4 other people, and I thought if you're sending me a cartoon,
It's not a cartoon.
all right.
It was an actual
Maybe I'll go back.
comedian, an Indian man who swears a lot and has a thick Indian accent, and he's dressed as a Christmas tree with tinsel and shit all around him and decorations on him,
maybe.
and lights going, and he says, "Merry Christmas, motherfuckers," or something.
Oh, that's scintillating.
Yeah.
Did I send you the one with the with the girl
Glitter on her ass?
with the speculum with a and then another girl pours Fruit Loops into a butt, and then a guy pours milk into a butt,
and someone spoons out
and eats breakfast out of a butt.
No, you didn't send me that.
Would you like it?
But unfortunately, I believe I've already seen it. Someone else, yeah, because it doesn't sound surprising.
No,
that I have actually seen it.
I wonder if there's like if you get extra protein that way.
Extra something. Gross,
extra.
I'm sure everything's nice and clean, but gross.
Just on so we're talking about like social constructs, because I finally getting to the end of that book by Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Living, which it's a New York bestseller, right?
It's tough going.
It's a fucking tough gig, right? To finish it. And I look, I know I'm not a complete moron. My reading age is probably at least 12. So I figured, and I've really struggled with this book, right?
Did you read it? Have you ever read any other difficult books to read? Like, did you ever read Richard Dawkins?
What about and Stephen, the guy in the wheelchair?
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
I haven't read any of
Right,
stuff.
but what baffles me, there's a lot of people.
Can you get that in an audio book?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you reckon it's
Can you
his
do
voice
it? Can you do
doing
it? It doesn't matter, does it? What's his voice? Electronic computer?
Yeah. Or do you think someone else is actually reading it?
I'd rather hear him doing the electric. Imagine listening to that for 4 hours, 8 hours. Well, then imagine his.
But would you really think you'd listen to him, to his book, if it's not in his voice?
Well, I was going to say, I actually don't like it when you have an actor read. It's so much better when the writer. If you do, I don't do many audiobooks, but it's so much better when the writer himself or
sometimes
herself.
I get like I don't know, some actor to read it.
Yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so look, it's a New York bestseller. There must be a lot of people with that book planted firmly on the coffee table that just look at it occasionally.
They only got into one page or something.
Because it's, as I said, he goes off, and look, and it's all great.
Yeah.
But he goes off on these biblical tangents, and
I think the jargon would be quite sophisticated.
Yeah. However, he did say something which I thought was interesting about, because he has a bit of a problem with a lot of the way the universities are very left-leaning now, and in some of the humanities, and talking about like gender studies, and he was saying because the people lecturing them say gender is a complete social construct. It's got nothing to do with biology at all.
And he disagrees, right? Obviously,
you either got a dick or a vagina. I mean, it's sort of
there is anatomy that
and you can't really but they say gender is a complete social construct. But on the other hand, if you're transgender and you believe they're wholly supportive of you saying, "I'm a man but I'm a woman trapped in a man's body." And I want to change that. But then doesn't that contradict that first statement?
Oh yeah, because those things aren't neither of them are identities according to them.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter what your outside looks like. It doesn't dictate it according to their rules.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So why
do you need to?
Why do you need to change sex if it's just a social construct?
It proves them wrong then.
That's right. But they wholly
anyone who supports that proves it wrong.
Exactly. It's like disproving their own law.
Yes. They don't see that. Or is that what he's trying to clarify?
Well, he's saying that because of this if academics were really, and I'm talking out my ass obviously because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm going to do it anyway. If the same was true and there was lectures really leaning to the right, talking about pushing racial issues and things like that, universities would be shut down. But because it's left leaning, I don't know. I just think there should be some more balance. Like, why is it the humanities are all left-leaning, and then like the stuff that you did, like engineering, is because that's not open for interpretation, right?
No, it's black and white.
Yeah, or person of colour. I don't know.
So what,
The
you finished that book?
I'm getting close, man. I put it down. My brain starts hurting after a while. The irony is most transgender people that I know actually just want to fly under the radar and be accepted as who they are. They don't want to carry a flag.
Right?
Yeah, they don't want to. You know, they just want
No,
to.
they don't say, okay, call me something different.
Yeah, like I
No.
want a different gender pronoun. They just want to be known as
Yeah.
Bill or Cindy, depending on
What they have become.
what have they become.
Yeah, how they feel they should be. And I agree.
But having said all that, if you're not hurting anyone, who cares really?
So you're reading any other books at the moment?
Yeah, when I was up there, I was reading. Stephen King wrote a book called On Writing. I grew up reading Stephen. Did you read much Stephen King?
Not really, no.
Okay, I loved him when I was a kid.
And Cujo and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
never really got into it.
I loved the way he writes dialogue is really realistic. You really feel that the character he forms really
Sure.
complete characters,
Mm-hmm.
and he's great with those pop culture references.
Mm.
And as a 15, 16-year-old boy, I thought it was awesome. But he's written a book on writing and talking about what he would.
Oh, not a novel, not a story.
No, but it's part autobiographical because he talks about his period of addiction where he actually wrote Cujo and can't remember writing it because
Wow.
he was doing so much coke and drinking so much
Yeah, wow.
in the 80s. And Misery, you know the story of Misery where the guy there's a writer that gets
Yeah, I know.
yeah, right. For those who don't, a writer gets
Car
saved by car crashes.
Yeah, woman.
Gets saved by this crazy nurse who's actually his biggest fan and keeps him, forces him to write more work.
About this one character,
Yeah.
a recurring character, right?
Yeah.
And she fucks him up with a
Yeah,
wood
badly.
between his
That's
ankles.
horrible, right?
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
the character of the nurse, the crazy nurse,
Oh, yeah.
is actually a metaphor for his addiction. Because he was fighting this yeah. They had a big intervention. He had a big intervention, and his wife tipped out in front of his family and friends this whole big bag of alcohol, baggage of drugs, and he's been clean for 20 years or something.
That was the end point.
Yeah,
Tipping out, right.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
is that good? That one was that? Is
That's
that
great.
better?
Yeah, no, that's great because I toy with the idea sometimes of writing my autobiography. I have to change a lot of names to protect
The guilty.
guilty, not so guilty, and there's not many innocent in it. And I know I would probably release it under a nom de plume as well.
You'd have to.
Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
As would you if you did one? Probably.
I could have a few.
We'd
readers.
probably lose a partner or two, get a few lawsuits.
Yeah. I don't-
But it's like we've had some interesting rides.
Colourful.
Yeah,
Reliving it, writing it all out would be.
I think it would be cathartic.
Yeah, I think so. If you're able to be completely.
I'd only do it if I was completely honest, like warts and all.
Yeah, fuck.
What would be the point? What would be the point otherwise?
Well, but you could let like 7/8 of it out.
No, it'd have to be the full 8 inches.
You wouldn't want to just want to give them a little show with 7.
No. All the way, baby.
I'm reading a book at the moment,
Yeah.
John Abraham's book.
Oh, really? Interesting.
It is.
Did he write it or did he Ghost
He
Rider?
wrote it.
No, Ghost Rider.
He says he wrote it. It says that he wrote it.
Right. Okay.
The Last King of the Cross.
Yeah.
It's a good read. I like it.
Okay.
But you might not like reading about that stuff.
Yeah. I guess so. Seen enough of it, really. I like stories of transformation and people overcoming challenges, and I haven't read it again yet, but I bought it recently. The book by Viktor Frankl, who's a Jewish guy in one of the concentration camps, and he lost everything, lost his family, lost his wife, his kids, and how he emotionally and spiritually
Got through it all.
got through it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called
Yeah, this book isn't on the same
no,
vibe as that.
no. Man's Search for Meaning.
Okay.
Good read. Bit heavy though. It's not sort of bedtime reading for your kids.
No. Stick with Harry Potter.
I like to have have one biography going and one sort of either fiction or something else.
Yeah. I should need to read more. I've read plenty of books. I've got books on my bookshelf, but it's
it's time. It's time. It's, actually having enough time. And a lot of people do audio books, but it's not the same thing.
It's not the same.
You can do it when you're driving, I guess.
Yeah.
I always spend my time with podcasts when I drive. Mainly
podcasts, audiobooks. I've got friends who listen to it's a good positive use of your downtime.
Yes, for sure. If you're not eating.
Getting fined for eating in the car.
Speaking of eating, how's your food been going now?
Okay, so I can carry it on summer shredding after the final date for a couple of weeks, and I dropped a bit more weight, so I dropped a total of 10 kilos in 17 weeks.
Right.
I was just looking back to see when the time was up, but it was 17. So exactly 10 from 97.8 down to 87.8.
That's great.
But then I put 2 on again.
Okay, Christmas.
Yeah.
We should mention actually the winner of
yes.
this summer shred was Pete Pellegrini, who lost a total of 20 kilos. And did an amazing job. In the before photos, he looked like a fat school kid.
Yes, and he's 19, right?
19, yep. And now he looks like an athlete.
Yeah, he looks great.
6-pack,
yep, he's
quad separation with straight shoes. I spoke to his mum today, actually, and she's a bit worried because, of course, this is what happens. He's gone deep into obsession now.
And he didn't want to eat anything at Christmas time?
Well, I think he went down to 80, and he's like 83 now and obsessing about getting
3
fat.
kilo.
Yeah, and I see him tomorrow, train tomorrow, and we're going to talk about how we maybe reverse diet out of that, or I know. Did you used to do that after shows, or
no.
you just ate?
Yeah,
me too.
And for about a good month, you can kind of hold it off.
And you think
you think you're invincible and can eat everything.
And you put on 10 kilos,
you look still great.
and you look great. You look full.
Then all of a sudden, one day, it's gone.
You look like a bag of shit. Fuck. Yeah.
And I'm finding that I'm doing that now, even though I said to you at the end of December
you're going to stay in shape.
That I'm going to stay in shape till March.
Yeah.
I've been eating Christmas cake and chocolate, and I've been eating decent through the day, but I've been having something at night quite more often than not. So, I've probably gained back 3 kilos of the 10, really, to be bluntly honest with you. But I made.
You still got the eye vein? Yeah, it's still there.
I made 8 meals yesterday, fish meals, so they're in the fridge. I've had one this morning already.
You know what? I honestly think being away from the gym and not, cause a big thing for me, because I'm fucking insane, is I see people that look bigger than me, and I say to myself, "Fuck, what am I dieting for when I'm this skinny?"
What? So you've been bulking for 2 weeks?
No. So, but because that's when I'm in the gym, surrounded by people that are jacked. Yes. Because I was just by myself, and there's no one else around that's muscular. I found it really easy just to stay on my diet. Like I started Boxing Day, Christmas Day I ate, big Italian Christmas, and then I've been fine since Boxing Day. I've had 1 cheat a week.
That's good.
Yeah, and I feel good. So I just want to continue that momentum going forward now, and then maybe by this time next year I'll be in shape.
You're in shape. You're in good shape. I was driving here and drove past 2 police on horses.
Yeah.
And I think every time I see them, I think, why do they have
horse
police in Sydney?
If
CBD.
If there's a riot.
Yeah, but they were walking through Redfern.
Well, they've got to walk them somewhere, I guess.
Right.
Are you questioning the validity of having horses at all, or
no? In the
CBD?
Paved streets and asphalt streets in the CBD.
Well, no, it's so that if there's a riot, like an anti-whatever riot, they can come in and beat them down from a horse.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so they're for police brutality.
Yeah.
They're fully supported then. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't support police brutality. No. Do you?
No.
I think that we should ask Camille. Camille would be a good person to get on.
She's
not only
those horses.
She's not only beautiful and cool, but she trains those horses. We should do that.
All right. Think of questions to ask her.
Camille Barlow. Yeah.
Well,
does she ride the horses bareback?
I bet she's.
I don't know if we should.
A few. because she comes from a farm area.
She's a Kiwi?
Yeah, she comes from a farming area. So
Yeah.
they just grab the mane and jump up and hold the mane.
No doubt.
and ride that horse.
Right. It.
Right at home. Like,
Do you remember that song?
Far Lap.
Do you remember Genuine?
Yes.
What a great song.
Do I remember it? It's still a great song.
It's a fucking great song.
With the
the-
popularity of Magic Mike,
Yeah.
it's been revived, that song.
I posted, what a great, it's a sexy song, isn't
It
it?
is a good song. Pony.
I put a post, with a picture of,
Yourself?
no, one of the ones rarely I haven't myself. What's the actor's name from Magic Mike? The beautiful man?
Yeah.
What the fuck's his name?
He's got a funny name.
That's ridiculous. We don't know his name.
Yeah. Hold on. Come to me. I reckon he's pretty good. I like them in there.
Well, the thing is, I posted a photo because he wasn't in really. I had it on the tip of my tongue then. He does that. He does. There's a great scene where, because that's when I'm using a bandsaw, the first thing I think about is
how often
straddling.
how often are you using a bandsaw?
Well, about as much as I do a strip to Genuine.
Channing Tatum.
I posted a photo of him when Magic Mike 2 was coming out, and he wasn't in the greatest shape. And I posted it saying, "Man, this dude needs to step his game up because he's not in shape."
Yeah.
And every woman that saw the post said, "We don't give a fuck what sort of shape he is in.
Yeah.
He is beautiful."
Yeah. Oh well, I kind of guess I see that.
Yeah, he's a good looking. He's a good looking man.
And he can move.
But shit,
Holy shit.
He can move, but what a shit movie.
Magic Mike.
Or Magic Mike 2, one where they take pingers on the bus.
I haven't seen number 2.
Oh,
I've seen the first one.
So there's they take all these pingers and they're on a bus. Why would you do that? Like, you're on a bus full of blokes, all taking pingers.
You know what? The first Magic Mike, I thought it was spot on for stripper life, except some of the drug stuff. It wasn't realistic. Even the first one
wasn't enough.
No.
Actually, I never did.
They would know the consequences of what the drug's effects were, and they wouldn't have taken them like they took them in that show.
Sure.
They took them, and the old guy McConaughey, who was 40 and running the stripping crew,
Yeah.
and was like he'd been a legend.
Yeah, been
and
around.
Yeah, he would know because he would have seen it, and he would have been able to go like you and I have both been on that stage. It doesn't happen like that.
No.
There's more.
No. And I never partied when I was stripping. No, I didn't, honestly. Because I was just
After you did the gigs.
No. I this is because I was up in Queensland and there wasn't really a scene. But I was just trying to make. I was all about the dollars, bitches. I was just trying to make as much money as possible to move down to Sydney.
Yeah,
so I wasn't gonna. Yeah. Happy days. I stayed in really good shape back then. I was like 27, 25.
Yeah, I remember carrying around tins of protein, so I would make sure I had to have 40 grams every 3 hours.
But I forget the work that I used to put in. Like my schedule, I train Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? But I train Monday morning, chest, shoulders. Then I do 45 minutes cardio.
Back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I come back at night, do another 45 minutes cardio.
Right.
Tuesday would be abs and calves, then 45 minutes cardio. Then
Yeah.
Tuesday evening, another 40. So every day, 90 minutes of cardio plus my workouts. Now I do half an hour. So like, is it getting older or we just get slacker? I think
You're so knowledgeable that you can fit in what used to take you an hour into half an hour and get the same benefit from it, Steve.
I would just, that was my job. Like I had a day job, but my job was to be the best bodybuilder I could be.
Another guy with a good body. Jason Momoa.
Who the fuck's that?
He plays Aquaman. Don't rate him?
Just the hair. Because I had that. I went for that look for a while when I had hair.
Yeah, but
I had long hair.
yeah, but you didn't have the body to go with it.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yeah,
You had the body with
Fucking
the hair.
Better shape than he was in.
He's in good shape, man.
He's got no legs. No, I know. That's like saying Channing Tatum's hasn't got good abs. No girl's caring. Oh yeah, not airbrushed at all. Have a look at his Instagram. You better show the photo to the thing. It's a good look. It's a good look. I get it. It'd be cooler if those tats were real.
Yeah, which way is the other photo? Well, not
Yeah,
right.
no, that was a dick pic.
That wasn't a dick pic, but he's a tank.
Yeah. He's tall and
Chicks love him.
oh, of course they do. Yeah, of course they do.
He's half Hawaiian and he's like part American Indian.
Yeah, of course he
and
is.
part what's the rest?
No, more power to him.
White.
Yeah, I'm not going to see the movie. Give that a big swerve. Aquaman? Are you kidding me?
I saw it. Took my boys there. They love all the superhero
Oh,
movies.
of course, yeah. I find them really painful.
Yeah, I have missed a whole lot of those Batman versus Superman, all that shit. I didn't see.
They're so safe.
But I've seen a couple of these movies with my kids. So
Right.
so
Of his
they-
movies?
No, no. Oh, yeah, actually,
Has he made a movie before?
Yeah,
What?
mate. He was. What was the? He was. I didn't see it, but he was in the remake of Conan. He played Conan
Oh,
about 5 years ago.
okay.
Before that, he was actually.
He's no Arnie.
Since then, I saw a movie on TV on Netflix the other day called the Wild Ones or something like that, and he plays a cannibal
Okay.
living out in the desert. The desert, and like I guess the Mexican desert, is where all the undesirables are banished to in a future post-apocalyptic world.
Right.
So all the undesirables are there. All the
Right.
crooks and criminals and people that aren't who society wants in their society. They're banished there.
Okay, and he eats them.
And there's and then it sort of pans. You see these people like there's a chick who just gets released out the fence, and she
She
starts
hot?
walking. Yeah, she's pretty hot. She starts walking, and then she sees this sort of sand dune buggy thing in the distance, and it gets closer, and she fucking realizes that she's got to get the fuck out of there. She starts running. They catch her.
Right.
Next thing you know, she's tied up, and a woman comes over with like a hacksaw and like takes off half her arm to eat. Anyway, it pans into that community, and they're all big beefy bodybuilders lifting weights and shit. And he's one of them. He's like one of the top dogs in there. And they eat. There's all these slaves that have bits of limbs missing.
That's fucks.
And they eat them. They cook them and eat them.
I got sent a video.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but I got sent a real video from someone
of cannibalism.
of I think probably Brazil, Mexico. No, like a drug gangster video of
violence.
Real, like this guy getting dismembered while he was alive, like getting his limbs chopped off while he was alive.
Yeah.
So I can't watch stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty full on.
The older I get and with having a kid, there's a lot of violence I can't watch now. We used to eat that shit up when we were kids, like horror movies. Did you see Bird Box on Netflix?
No.
Have you heard about it?
Yes.
So
Is it worth watching? I've seen
no,
it.
look, it's
What's his name? It's the guy that used to train at City Gym. He doesn't train
you're not
anymore,
good with
isn't he?
names today, are you?
What?
You're not good with names today, are you?
Anyway, he said it's a waste of time. Don't even get near it.
Well, it's like you know what it's like. It's like a made for TV sort of movie, Sandra Bullock. But the interesting thing is, you probably noticed over Christmas on social media, it was pumped with all these Sandra Bullock memes, Bird Box memes, with her wearing a.
Blindfold.
It sounds
Funny
like,
ones.
well, vaguely funny.
Right.
It's looking like Netflix actually started those memes
Oh, right.
to promote the movie.
Oh, well.
Smart marketing.
Yeah.
But because they all came out around Christmas and people just latched onto them.
Right.
That's the way of marketing now.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have worn. Fuck, we got to start this again. We got to wear blindfolds. We should have worn blindfolds
Why?
because Sandra Bullock wears blindfolds in. You don't know the premise of the movie.
Yeah, she
Post-apocalyptic. This
I
stuff.
saw watch the
Okay.
trailer for it.
You got to wear a blindfold, otherwise you see something and it makes you want to top yourself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know, Sandra Bullock. What do you think?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it worth watching?
No.
I'm not going to watch it. I don't need
It's
to
all
waste
right.
my time.
It's
was
all
it?
right. So much
I saw
good
the
content.
preview. I saw the trailer and I thought,
Yeah.
just from that, I thought, I don't think that's going to be my cup of tea.
My favourite movie of last year, Three Billboards.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah,
You
alright.
have to see that, Kev.
Okay.
Best movie I've seen in years.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
So the
ad for
ads.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. Yeah, very cool. Yeah. The Marvel Comics movies, I find they're so safe and so sort of homogenized for the global market, so that someone in India can watch it and understand it, and someone in China can watch it.
Yeah.
And there's no swearing, there's no sex, the violence is all cartoonized.
Oh, he swears in it.
What does he say? Who?
What's his name? Swears.
You've forgotten his name.
Jason Momoa, Aquaman himself.
Okay. He swears. What does he say?
He says shit a few times.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It got a bit. I was going to say unrealistic.
Yeah.
It got a bit far-fetched.
Because the premise is a guy who swims on
Yeah. So he's half human, half Atlantean.
Right.
That's what it
Which
is.
half?
He can breathe underwater.
Right.
Anyway,
Has he got a tail?
he lives with his dad, who's played by Jake the Moss from.
Good
Warriors.
actor. He's a good actor. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Does he have a fin or a tail or anything?
No, he doesn't have a tail.
What about a whale
No.
dick?
Probably. Yeah. Anyway, at one point there's this undersea war between the fucking shark riding people and the fucking crab things.
Sounds scintillating.
It just gets a bit ridiculous. You know, there's lava flying. It's underwater.
That happens. That happens.
Yeah, okay, well that happens, but it was just this massive collision of things.
But that's always the way. There has to be
and
a big.
Aquaman comes in riding on the big whatever the fuck, and he pulls his dick out.
You know what was fun? We watched was fun, which again, like mindless and completely disposable, was Bumblebee, the latest edition of the Transformers.
Oh yeah, I watched the first one of those Transformer movies.
Yeah,
with Megan Fox and that guy. With a funny name.
Yeah,
another name I can't remember. And then I couldn't be bothered.
No, because I try to look for movies that have got strong female leads.
Right.
For Bianca, and this one has.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cute. It's Bumblebee is the yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. And a girl whose name escapes me. What was she in? She might have been in the movie with fucking hell, we're losing it, aren't we?
Holiday Mode.
Australian actor, does song and dance man.
Wolverine guy.
Yes, Wolverine guy. What's his name? Hugh Jackman. She's in the movie with Hugh Jackman. Is that the same person? Oh, look, forget it. We would be terrible. Good job we're not movie reviewers.
Yeah.
But good fun movie, especially if you've got a young daughter, because she'll be like, this girl's a mechanic and she's like fighting aliens, driving cars, and the boy in it is this big nerd, and she's like, so it's like a lot of girl power.
Right.
It's cool. Yeah.
I went to Wet and Wild twice with my kids.
Saw that. How was it?
Wet.
Wild?
Not that wild. Fucking waiting in lines.
Oh, couldn't do it.
The first day.
How long?
The first day, first we got season passes because it was the same price as one entry.
Because no one's going back.
And we went in the first line. Jade waited at the bottom with the pram and Ace, and I took my two boys up, and we waited in the line for 1 hour.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Before we got on our first ride, 1 whole hour.
Yeah.
I said, we're not waiting in this line again. Next one was half an hour.
They don't have an express pass thing?
They do. You've got to pay an extra $100 per person to get that.
Every time we go to when we've gone to there's one in Singapore. There's a big Universal Studios in Singapore. You pay the express, man, because it's not worth the time.
Yeah, well, that's right. That would be what you do on a one-off. But this is an extra $100.
Yeah, true that.
Each. Yeah, so $60
slide down the tube.
So 6 4 is $250, $240 for the season pass for family of 4.
Mm.
And then you'd have to pay another $400 each time if you want the thing.
People would do it though.
But we didn't get it till about 1 o'clock. Second time we went back earlier, like 10 in the morning.
Yeah,
it was much shorter.
That's
15 minutes.
That's the thing to do, is actually maybe sleep in your car there in the car park and just go in as they're opening.
Like you waiting in line for a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
There the night before.
Yeah. Where's Kanye when you need him?
That's right.
That's a great line.
That is a great line.
And have you seen any of that that Kanye has agreed to be on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No,
I tagged you in a thing about it.
No, I didn't see that.
So, because Kanye tweeted last year that no one understands mental health, and no one is comfortable talking about it, right?
Laugh about this?
No, because he's obviously insane, right? And Rogan said, you can come on my show anytime and talk for as long as you like. So his people have talked to Rogan, and it's going to happen, apparently. Might even be the first podcast of the year for Joe Rogan. So that would be, I think that would be amazing. I think Kanye is just going to completely embarrass himself.
Yeah, he'll be out of his depth. Rogan's, even though Rogan says he's not smart, he just repeats what other people say.
No, he's very smart.
He's a smart boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my hero.
I like him too.
mean leg kick as well. Take your head off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck with him.
No.
And he's funny.
Yeah.
He'd just about get voted in as president if he went for it.
Oh, no, because he's seen...
He wouldn't do it.
But in the big scheme of... In the big, wide culture of America, he's seen as quite subversive, I think.
Oh, right.
Lefties see him as right-wing, and right-wing see him as too left. Because he's fairly... I would think, like us, he's fairly centre on things.
Right.
You know, like he believes in choice for women, for abortion. He believes in... anyway, like, the reality is, but he also believes in the Second Amendment. Like, so you can have a gun if you want. If you want.
I've got something to show you.
All right. Should you show the camera as well?
No.
Is it
This is
pornographic?
This is the thing. Fashion jewellery, slimming earrings.
Oh, great.
Slimming earrings. Healthy, stimulating acupoint, stud, magnetic therapy, lose weight products. All right. Slimming earrings called Shape Up. No drugs, without dieting, no side effects. Put these earrings on your ear like that.
Yeah. And you lose weight.
They're held there by magnets.
Yeah.
Description. On the surface, it is a jewellery accessory, but it also has a very magical function. Slimming.
Yeah.
Massage acupuncture points to achieve weight loss. No dieting, no side effects.
Oh, man, that's it.
Built-in 2 high-frequency massage magnets automatically absorbed on the acupoints, automatically massage the stomach points 5,000 times per second. Use magnetic force to accelerate fat burning and excrete excess fat and water through the pores. Very simple way to lose weight, especially for busy or lazy people.
Busy or lazy.
No piercing. The magnets will stay in place by magnetic attraction. Slimming earrings.
I wonder how many people buy it.
I wonder how many how much are they? I wonder. I don't know what the price is. But let's say they're $10.
It's a bargain.
And let's say that. I have no idea. They could be 50. They could. I don't know. But let's say that. Let's say it's $20. And 1 million people all over the world.
No, 1 million people aren't buying it.
Over the world?
Oh, maybe.
Across the world?
Yeah, maybe we should start doing it.
$20.
What's your...
$10. That's $10 million. They cost fucking 5 cents to make.
Do you think they're effective?
I lost 10 kilos in the summer shred with them.
Did you really?
That's all I use.
So if I sit here and eat cake all day, but have them on,
Yep.
I'll get ripped.
Absolutely. All the water and fat will come out of your pores.
It's fun. It's funny. I was having a conversation with Cerise from the gym. Cerise is a really cool chick, and she is a instructor on at psychology, which is a spin class. But there's like high-end spin class. It's $30 a session, I think, or maybe 50, and it's really
And I dance around and do all sorts of tricks.
amazing choreography and everything. She puts a lot of work into what she does. Her Instagram is hilarious. Do you follow her? No. She's awesome. Instagram, very funny. However, we had a discussion about body positivity and the fact that I was arguing with her because people like Body Positive Panda, who's this fat chick with dyed hair, given the choice, if they could actually have a lean physique, they would take that. If they could just snap their fingers and be lean and
how do you know that?
Well, it's a complete assumption on my part. But you know, the body positive people who are overweight say, "I'm happy with who I am. I don't want to change." I get fat shaming and attacking people,
but they all end up losing it, don't they? If they get enough celebrity, right? Look at that singer you like singing along to with your daughter in the car.
Adele.
Yeah.
That's my point. I don't think any of them are really happy when they're big. They can say they are. I'm not hating on people. If you want to be fat and be happy, be happy. But I'm not 30 years we've been doing this stuff, right? And
all of the people who've lost a lot of weight, none of them ever say,
Fuck, I wish I was fat again.
no, they don't.
That ain't happening.
They don't. And they admit afterwards that it was fucking miserable.
Now, I'm not saying that there isn't negatives to the obsession of training and, having no balance in your life where that just defines who you are then. That's emotionally just as bad probably. But on the outset, if you have someone that's massively overweight or even just like 10 or 20 kilos overweight and were to say to them, you don't have to do anything, you just be lean, that everyone would take
Just
it
sign
up.
on the dotted line and it'll happen
And
tomorrow.
put those
overnight.
earrings in.
Yeah, overnight you'll be
Put
sweet.
those earrings in. No one's saying no to that. No, I'd rather be fat and happy.
Because I've struggled with it for 20 years, they just give up.
That's right.
But if there was a magic button like that,
Absolutely. It's how many people have you trained over the years? Would you say have legitimately had some sort of health
do you
hormone?
even gift, bro? This was
Sorry, you
no,
just interrupted me.
I did interrupt you, so I'll back out again.
Do you think any of your clients had hormonal, thyroid, medical problems that stopped them getting leaner, or were they just not? Like, what percentage would you say? I'd say probably 2%.
I've known people with thyroid problems.
So do I.
Not clients though, and it's a real thing.
Absolutely.
But these, there's a lot of imagination.
There's a lot of
What's that?
and trainers perpetuate it. They'll say,
Metabolic damage.
metabolic damage. Nick Ocky, who's just loves to eat, right? For a long time, a trainer had convinced him that he was carb sensitive. He just liked carbs. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's not carb sensitive. He just was eating too much of them. There's nothing wrong with carbs per se.
No.
Just they're just nice to eat, and it's very easy to overeat them.
Oh, it is.
You're not going to binge on cans of tuna.
No.
I'm not getting up at midnight and going raiding the cupboards for a can of.
I have actually done that.
Yeah, but you're a warrior.
Yeah. Not what I would choose if I could have anything. Man, it was so easy to be a fat fucker, wouldn't it?
Right?
So easy.
But that's my point.
But
We could easily get up to 100 and just be fat fucks and then go, you know what, I'm happier like this.
No, I could get up. I reckon if I let go, I could get up to 120.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
But I'd feel so fucking hating of myself.
and
I couldn't actually let it get that far.
no, nor could I.
I think about 105, I'd be like, okay,
Enough's enough.
Yeah, that's it.
You'd be getting out the
Prove your
camera,
point.
taking the
Taking the belly shot.
dick pic.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to see my dick.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
At that weight.
There's never been a
I
time.
have trouble now.
There's never been a time when I haven't been able to see it.
No, me neither.
I have to use a microscope.
Don't you just
That's
lay
right.
it out on the table?
That's right.
Like that?
And then, yes,
Yeah.
people run scared. Apparently, imagine if you were that hung and you and you actually had a problem with it.
What do you mean imagine?
sorry. Well,
Yeah.
I'll ask you the question. Growing up, did you feel like you were different from other boys? It'd be across the bear. It would be across the.
The guys would all be standing there laughing while the girls are lining up on their knees.
Well, it'd be. Oh, come on! It'd be across the bear until you reach puberty and you realise, oh, hang on, I'm onto something here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There'd be a tipping point where initially you'd probably think, what the fuck, and then you realise, oh, hang on, okay.
How quickly do you think you realise what your new career would be?
Oh, why wouldn't you just, if you like, I don't know, if you were like that, wouldn't you get in really good shape and just do porn?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Career.
Yeah.
When would you come to the realisation?
But
that
you
was
see
your destiny?
porn with guys that aren't in shape, and I think, what, dude? Like,
Fix that up.
just
You'll
go
be a
and fucking
superstar.
do some deadlifts, or
Yeah.
everything else is there. That's the reason we're all training.
To make up for the lack
Yes.
of size.
Then you take steroids and shrink your balls as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Sad but true. I think we're running out of content. Now we're going back to dick size again.
No, that's all right. I don't want to talk about your dick anymore. So
look. So it is a new year, new me. Do you have any resolutions or any goals for the new year, but either personal or one is to iron my shirt.
I gotta make some fucking money, man.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah. What are we going to do? Which, by the way, means you have to like, subscribe,
And
comment,
send money.
send money. Actually, my brother actually suggested we start a Patreon account. Do you know what that is?
No.
Patreon is a subscription service, so people can actually attach to our podcast.
Yes.
And if people like us, they can actually give us money.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Donate. Actually, right, yeah.
I have a friend who started because you would have heard of GoFundMe accounts.
Yes.
I had a friend who wanted her boobs done, and she started a GoFundMe account.
For her boobs.
Yeah.
How much money did she get?
$250.
How many donations was
I
that?
don't know, I think it was her mum or something. She got them though. She got them on credit, I think.
Yeah.
I've often said my advice to girls getting their boobs done for the first time is go big or go home. Because I don't know if you've noticed this.
Because they'll get C's and then they want bigger.
Always happens, man. And I really think that the surgeons intentionally go smaller because they know in a year or 2 years or 3 they're going to get repeat business and go bigger. It's happened with every girl I know. Not every girl I know, but a large portion of them. Has Jay got implants?
No.
Doesn't need them at the moment, I guess.
No.
No.
She had great figure
She's
prior
got
to
a-
pregnancy.
She
She still does, but I mean, she
still does.
was not in need of
Enhancement.
No.
I've never noticed the tattoo on her head here before.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. That's pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Passion.
It's
passion
not,
or
it's not by
passion?
her eyebrow, it's by her hairline.
Oh,
It's
okay.
partially concealed by her hairline, so when she wears her hair over it,
Oh, that's
can't
why I've
see
never
it.
seen it before.
Yeah, she doesn't always have it on.
Pretty gangster. Yeah. I'm not allowed to get any more facial tattoos.
Neither is she. But I did buy a voucher for tattoos.
Oh,
credit
cool.
For
Where
Christmas.
at?
She has a favourite artist by the name of Glenn Middleton.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, I
She-
follow him.
he's
He's into
done-
hip hop as well.
He's done her, like most of her, one of her arms is done.
Yeah, he's great.
Portraits on it, and then
Yeah.
most of her back he did as well.
Yeah, cool.
So she likes him. So I hunted him down.
Yeah, on Insta.
Yeah, and I messaged him a few weeks before Christmas.
Right.
He didn't get back to me.
Well, he's done
Didn't
a lot
reply.
of-
at all.
making too much money.
Must be too busy tattooing to read messages saying,
Yeah, right.
"Where can I come in to get a
Give you
voucher?"
some money.
To give you money, yeah. So I had to just wasn't really that difficult, but I had
So
to,
you went and found someone else.
yeah, fuck
Bill.
you.
Bill.
You're not getting my money. No, I found him.
Do you know?
Went into his. He's in Alexandria, just around the corner from here.
Is he really?
Yeah, there's a new place there.
Around from the Push
Right.
Studios.
Yes, near that. We could probably, if we look out the right window, we'd probably. I'm not sure which direction.
I thought we had an ocean view.
If we,
That's what happened in Alexandria.
yeah, or one side we can see east.
Of course,
to the
it's so
ocean.
high up. Of course.
Yeah.
What's the studio called? Sweating like a motherfucker.
I don't know, tattoo something. It's on the new sort of. It's on McAvoy Street. It's not far
okay.
from the Woolies, around the corner and along a bit
Oh,
on the
right.
other side of the road. There's like a
Okay.
semi-industrial sort of space that's got like units. There's unit 11 or something. And
Okay.
you go in there and it's just a.
I can't justify the money. I'd love to get some more work done. Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I'd like to get a traditional, a little bit like Marcelo's got like a traditional Japanese dragon, but like a big fuck off one around like sort of here sort of thing. Just black and grey because the tan just destroys any colours.
Right.
But, I'll save that if I win the lottery. Or,
Yes.
when people start subscribing to
Paying us.
Patreon.
Sorry. Yeah. There was a $50 million lottery the other day.
I saw that. You win it? wouldn't
I haven't checked my ticket
we
yet.
wouldn't be recording it here.
I haven't checked my ticket. Maybe I have.
Maybe
or
you
not.
have. Yeah. We might be able to afford a microphone then.
Yeah.
So, if you want to subscribe,
And a massage therapist.
oh, we got one, the Brazilian
Oh,
one,
right.
one each, one each.
One each.
I heard a good approach if you do win that sort of money is to not spend anything for a year.
Must be anything.
Well, can you imagine how crazy you could become really quickly? Like
Come
buying
on.
friends' cars.
If you won $50 million,
you could spend $1 million a year and still, yeah, that's true. Fuck it, let's go. Let's party. Let's boil
$1 million a year, and you run out when you're fucking
The thing,
90.
I think the fuck up is when you start buying jets and private planes.
Yeah.
You know, like McGregor's doing that now. If you're flying on private, if you're chartering private planes, you're in trouble
Right.
because it's so expensive.
Chartering them.
Yeah, like
Why don't you
just
just buy
fucking-
one that he owns?
That's what I'm saying. Aviation fuel, man, first class is pretty nice.
Yeah, it is actually.
Not that I know, but
Oh, and you pay 10 grand for a ticket or something.
exactly, yeah.
Why spend?
Why spend
$1 million
like
on
probably
a plane?
500 or whatever? You know.
I know Chopper's about $2 million, so I'm sure a plane's worth more than that.
Yeah, for sure. You see Bill Burr, the comic. He's learned how to fly a helicopter, and
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes, that is cool.
Especially in LA, where traffic would be a nightmare.
You imagine
Ah,
that.
God,
Yeah.
bad enough on getting back from the suite here, back to the gym.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, so we're saying Instagram handle is the push.
The
Podcast.
push_podcast.
Email address is.
The push podcast 2018 at gmail.com.
If you want to follow us individually, I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kev Big Daddy Allwood, I think I am.
You are.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, subscribe,
My assistant takes care of all that.
tell your friends about it. And this is episode 19. And we out.
See you next time.
Peace out. Much love.